Is it recording?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a percussionist. Let's have a little instrumental.
Instrumental to get it started?
Yeah. Well, happy Thanksgiving. Not if you're a Jehovah's Witness or other people who don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Anyways, that was a bad joke. I'm Sharita Margarita, and this is Ben, and welcome back to Ben and Danielle Reviews on YouTube. Alright, today we'll be talking about our top 10 games to play with new gamers. And without further ado, I think ladies should go first, so here I go.
You want to talk about this list first off before we get started? Well, just a little
You just messed up my flow.
It's alright.
I'm not a type of person. I don't like foreplay. I like to just get right to it.
Well, so this list, wanted to talk about games that we've been playing with new gamers. I've had new gamers that I've been teaching games to lately. I know Sharita's been starting to teach more and more games to people at different shows and conventions and
things.
Yeah,
keyword shows and conventions.
And stuff. So there's games that we play both in person and on BGA. And I've been teaching new gamers some new games. And
if you don't know what BGA is, it's Board Game Arena. It's $5 a month. Otherwise, you can pay for a year subscription, and it's like $36, and you get to have access to thousands of games, thousands of gamer geeks that you want to play games with, or I don't know, go on online dates with, whatever you prefer.
Yeah. So I wanted to, for my list specifically, I included 10 games that I'm likely to bring out if it's your first time coming to our game group, or if I'm playing games with you for the first time on BGA, and that you haven't necessarily played too many games in the past.
That's wonderful, Ben. On my side of things, I chose games that requires the least amount of brain cells to complete the objectives here, okay? So we're a little different here now, all right? So going back to number 10 on my list. Oh, wait, I gotta explain something. Some of these are not in order. These are just 10 games that I recommend. Mountain Goats. Now, the reason why I like the game Mountain Goats is because I was living in this country called Dominica, no, not Dominican Republic, and I was walking down the street and I got hissed at by 3 billy goats. And so when I saw the game Mountain Goats, I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta play this. And it's kind of a pressure luck type of game, and it's really fun. I think it takes about 2 or 3 minutes to explain how to play the game. Mm-hmm. You have a series of rolling 4 dice, and you want to get to numbers between 5 and 10. Obviously, I shouldn't say obviously. Help a sister out.
It's your list. Tell me.
Yeah, okay, just kidding. No, so you roll the dice, like it takes you like 3 times to get to like the top of it's a ladder, like the top of number 5, and if you get that, you get like 5 points. And for every number that goes up higher, you have to shake the dice less times to get it. And I played this with Ben, and I really screwed him over because I made sure to get all 5 through 10, and you get like a prize if you get all of those numbers. And then if you do that, then your opponent can't get any of those numbers, so then they don't get the special bonuses. So yeah, the one time I beat Ben.
Yeah, so this isn't my go-to in terms of push your luck games for new gamers, but this is one definitely that you enjoy a little bit more than I do. Is there a reason that you chose this specific one over other push your luck games that we've played?
Yeah, because I got hissed at by some billy goats.
Okay, understood.
It was really scary, Ben. I mean, I'm just minding my own business, and there's 3 billy goats just staring at me, looking at me like I was a snack. Little they know I'm more of a Big Mac.
There you go. All right.
What's your number 10?
My number 10 is actually going to be a game that we have covered a few times on the channel already, and that is Dice Miner. So Dice Miner is a sort of engine building dice collection game by Atlas Games, in which you have dice that are on a mountain, and you're going to be drafting these dice off this mountain, and you're going to be trying to score points in different ways by collecting these different gems and collecting runs of different numbers in order. and sharing beer to get to take extra dice, and then that dice can be given to your opponent and then let you take extra dice.
Oh, I thought about bringing this game to AA. What do you think about that?
Yeah, sounds like a great idea.
Great party game, right?
For great AA? Party game for AA. Yes.
Perfect. Maybe even NA.
Maybe.
Well, I'll let you know if I bring it there.
There you go. We have our copy if you ever need to. If you ever find yourself there.
That's the only beer I'll be sharing.
Alright, and that is my number 10 is Dice Miner.
My number 9 is I've only played it once or twice, and it was a long time ago. It is called Sea Salt and Paper. It's a real fun, cutesy game where you want to collect pears. It's almost like goldfish in the sense that you collect pears. Is that what you do in goldfish? Yep. Gosh, I haven't played that in 30 years. Excuse me, I didn't mean to age myself. But it's fun, and then there's like 4 different mermaids, and if you collect all 4 mermaids, you automatically win the game. It's super cute. It's easy to learn. It's still in my top 20, I want to say. Was it in my top 20?
Something like that,
okay,
yeah.
Like for sure in the top 50.
Top 50, yeah. It's the games that we're definitely going to...
And I haven't played it in forever, and I still really have this great feeling about it. Let me see. Let me see if I have it in here somewhere. Let's see here. Oh, that's Jamie's list.
35.
35?
Yep.
Well, I was right about the top 50. Anyways.
Yep.
That's my number 9.
Yeah. I think you make the mermaids, collecting the 4 mermaids, sound easier than it actually is.
It's super hard.
Yeah. That's one thing I will say. Like, if you can accomplish that, you get you deserve a special applause for that, because I've never been able to do that.
Bet you Jamie could do it, though.
Jamie hasn't been able to do it yet.
That's shocking.
Yep.
Okay, what's your number 8?
So my number 9...
Oh, 9, sorry.
My number 9 is actually a game that I got into the hobby with myself. So, you know it works well with new gamers. And that is Carcassonne. And my pick is usually Carcassonne Winter. If you are playing Carcassonne with me, and it's my copy, you're usually going to be playing Carcassonne Winter, because that's usually just my go-to, just because of the aesthetic of it. But in that game, you are going to be placing these tiles out on the board to claim different roads and cities to score points. At a casual level, it's very easy to pick up and quick, fun to play. On a competitive level, it can get really cutthroat. So it's a game that new players can enjoy, and old players can still strategize and be cutthroat in. And so it works for both.
Yeah, it's a great game to slaughter the new people.
It's...
You know, you want to claim the road, claim the city, claim the... What's the house-looking thingy?
The monastery?
The monastery. You just want to be the queen and the king of everything. Then I'm going to talk about this game a little bit. So I'm going to be silent now.
All right. That's my number 9, Carcassonne. I go with the Winter Edition, but the base game is the exact same.
Except it's not Winter Edition.
It's not Winter Edition, so it's not as cool.
Okay, my number 8 is Can't Stop. Now, This is a game that Ben suggested I buy, and it's kind of like Mountain Goats in the sense where you're rolling a series of dice.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get from, was it 2 to 12?
Yes.
So you want to go with basically, if you want to get to level 2, you only have to shake the dice like a couple times to get a number 2. Like 7 and 8 are easier numbers to make with 2 dice. So it takes a longer way to get up. It's like, it looks kind of like a hexagon almost shape of a mat. And in order to win the game, whoever gets to the top of 3 of the numbers of the ladder, they win. It's fun. I beat Ben several times.
Yes,
that's why it's fun.
Yeah, this was on my short list. Ones I considered for sure. I thought it might make your list. I didn't quite make mine. It's in my top 20 for this category, but
it's pretty impressive because you have like 2,000 games in your brain.
Yeah. But Yeah, it was definitely one I consider, and it is one that I go to for new gamers, so that's a great pick.
Thank you.
All right, my number 8 is one that we actually do play a lot with new gamers.
Oh, that's a good one.
And it's called Bad Company. So Bad Company, like I Can't Stop, is a dice rolling game. But in this game, you control your own gang faction, and you are going to be improving this gang, going on heists, completing different objectives, and racing the police to get to the finish line. It sounds very serious, but it is the theme doesn't take itself too seriously. It's very casually pasted on this theme.
Yeah, just don't do it in real life, otherwise.
Yes.
You might be 6 feet under.
Yes. But these characters are going to be recruiting to your gang, though, are really cool. You got like a Dumbledore holding a Infinity Gauntlet, and you got like a David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust character, and there's tons of different pop culture references and things. The art's pretty cool in this game, I think.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
And it plays up to 6 players. Which,
yeah, I like that game. It's like where you can actually play at that count, and it's still fun.
Yeah. It doesn't make the game take extra long because of it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's my number 8.
Great choice.
Bad
I forgot
Company.
about that one. All right, so my number 7 is, it's a co-op game, and this game can be really difficult. It can be easier. It just depends on which, is it Monster?
What's the game?
Villain. Okay, called Marvel United.
Oh, yes, Marvel United.
So, there's times where we play this game and we've done really well, and there's a lot more times where we've gotten our butts kicked. So, basically, we're playing as some type of, superhero, right?
Yes, Marvel superhero.
A Marvel superhero, and we're trying to beat a villain. But you have to beat their gang members first, and then you have to protect civilians. But you can change the complexity of the game based off of like how difficult you want your villain to be. And for us, we normally just randomly pick one and hope for the best. But yeah, it was a really fun game. I still play it to this day. I like the theme, and Ben has like, I don't know how many, like so many different characters. It's not even funny as the Kickstarter box and everything. So it definitely adds more fun to the game.
Yeah. I think the fact that this game is fully cooperative also makes it easier to play with new gamers, just because you can walk them through it. There are some villains that are a lot harder than others.
Yes.
That's for sure. And you can, if you teach a new gamer a harder villain, they have to be okay with not winning the first time playing it.
Yep.
But it is a fun game. And it is pretty easy to get into if you have someone that knows how the game works and can teach it.
It's not a good confidence booster, but it's fun.
It is a fun game, and it is one that new gamers can play. And the little chibi miniatures are pretty cute.
Yes.
Cool. That's a good pick. I did not include it in mine. I have a different cooperative game on my list, but yes. My number 7 is about as light as you can get when it comes to games, and that is Push.
I forgot how to play that.
So Push is a card game in which one player is going to be the active player, and they are going to be flipping over cards one at a time until they want to stop. These cards are going to be put into up to 3 piles, and with each pile, you can't have the same color or number repeated in a row. If you can't place a card into a row, you bust, and you don't get to take any cards, and you're just trying to get as many points as you can by collecting these numbered cards. And there is this card that makes you roll the die, and with that, this die has different colors on it, and whatever color you roll, you lose all of your cards of that color. So it's a very casual game that has some strategy in a sense, where you're pushing your luck on what you want to, however much you want to flip over, but it is one that people don't often take too seriously. But it's still a cute one, and it plays in about 20 minutes, so it's great for new gamers.
No comment.
Not a fan?
No comment. I played the 5th.
Okay.
But I'm glad somebody likes it.
It's a fun game.
So my number 6 was already spoken about.
Okay.
It was your number 9, Carcassonne. Yes, I'm not going to say too much about it. Oh, excuse me. But we did play this in art therapy when I was doing my mental health program, adult partial hospitalization program, which I highly recommend to learn coping skills to deal with mental health. Even if you're, not neurodivergent or if you feel like you're mentally sane. But yeah, we played it and it was very therapeutic in art therapy. And I have a great memory of it. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it.
Right. So my number 6 is one that I actually haven't played for very long. It's one that's newer to my gaming life, and it's actually a game that combines two mechanisms that I don't really care for. That being like letters and word games.
Yep.
And that's economic games. And that game is going to be Letter Tycoon. So Letter Tycoon is going to, you have a hand of letters that you're going to be using to build a word, and you're going to be playing that word down, and you are going to score points based on how big that word is. It doesn't matter what letters are in that word, just how big that word is. And you are going to score points for how big that word is, and then you can use those money to buy patents. When you buy those patents, you own the rights to these certain letters. Mm-hmm. So next time one of your opponents uses one of those letters, you get paid royalties from them using those letters.
It's fun.
It is a fun game, and I've had a lot of success teaching that to new gamers recently, and it's gone over really well. And because even if you don't play board games, most people know how to spell words, or at least some words.
Yeah. If you got beyond a 5th grade education, nope. Well, probably kindergarten.
It's Scrabble, except easier. If you can play Scrabble, you can play this game.
Oh, for sure. Or Words Against Friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Words with Friends. Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, I like that game. I think that was a good one to put on the list.
Thank you.
My number 5 is New York Zoo. First time I played this game, I hated it because I played it with 2 people that were zonked out on Benadryl. And the game was forever. But then I played it again with Ben. At first I gave it a 3. Then I played it again with Ben and I liked it. So this game has to do with animals, and you're trying to build a zoo, right? And you want to build enclosures where your animals can go on the zoo. Mm-hmm. And it's can you please help me out with that since it's on your list?
That was your number 4? 5?
5.
Okay, my number, yeah. So in this game, you are racing to complete your zoo. You're going to have these Tetris, like polyomino shape pieces that you're going to be Tetrising on your board, and you are going to be placing animal meeples on there, and you are going to be building these enclosures of these animals, and they're going to mate, and they're going to make babies, and they're going to fill up, and you're going to place attractions on your board, and you're going to win if you're the first person to have your board full of tiles.
The making baby process is my favorite, honestly.
Yes.
Like, it's just so cool.
Big fan of the baby making process.
Yes. I think that was my number 5. Which one?
My number 5 is Captain Flip.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, so that is a very light a tile grabbing game. So you're grabbing a tile out of a bag and you're placing it on your board. You're activating the effect that's on the card, on the tile. That's the whole game, basically. You can decide if you want to flip it or not, but that's it. You're literally just building a pirate ship of the crew members, and they're going to score points in different ways. And it's very easy to teach, and I think it plays up to 6 players.
It's much more fun than how we're explaining it. Like, you have to see it, and it's cutesy.
It Definitely. Is, and this publisher, Playpunk, they're starting to become on my radar for some of the games that they're putting out.
Ooh, so if you want us to play one of your games, let us know.
There's a couple, a few that I've played from them that I've really enjoyed over the last couple of years.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I like it. I definitely could see that being in the top for new gamers for sure. My number 4 is King of Tokyo, and I've played this game probably 50 times with Camila and Franklin and Mason, right? When we were new gamers.
Yeah, this is one of your earlier games that you played.
Yes. I always spent a lot of time in Tokyo letting everyone beat me up.
Yeah.
But I would do counterattacks.
Yeah.
I'm usually the first one out because I would always die, but it was fun being the King of Tokyo.
Yeah, it's very much a dice rolling boss battler game where you're battling other players. Except, the bosses are the other players of sorts, and you're trying to be the last one standing. And there's a 2-player version out now that came out last year. That was pretty decent.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy that.
Yeah, your number 4 should be a surprise.
My number 4, it has been mentioned already. It's a crossover, and that is New York Zoo. One of my favorite Uwe Rosenberg lighter games, I should say. And it's one that I definitely teach to new gamers. Yeah. It's one that I play at 2 players, and I play all the way up to 5, and every time I play it, regardless of player count, it's always really close. It comes down to a turn or 2. And is the difference in this game.
Which is?
What?
What's the game?
New York Zoo.
Yeah, you didn't say it.
No, and that's just, it comes down to the who wins the game is one. It comes down to 1 or 2 turns.
I know, but you didn't say what game we were talking about. You said it was a crossover.
I said New York Zoo.
You did? I guess we'll see in the edits.
Okay.
Woo! Yeah. My number 3 is Cascadia. So I like animal games, hence the King of Tokyo, New York Zoo, Mountain Goats.
Yeah.
Sea Salt and Paper. Cascadia is like a shape game where you're putting, I don't know how to explain it.
Hexagon shape?
Hexagon shapes
Hexagon tiles.
That are like specifically say, okay, you can put a bear or a eagle on this one. And every time you play is different because you can pick, like, randomly pick, like, you know, for instance, if you have an eagle that is five hexagons away, that's going to be 10 points. Or if you have a group of 3 bears in enclosures together or whatnot, that's 10 points or whatnot. Like, I like that about it. It's fairly easy to learn. I'm not the best at explaining games, but that's why I have Ben here.
Sure.
Without further ado, there's Ben.
You want me to give a quick overview?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in Cascadia, you are basically building out the Cascadia mountain range, and you are going to be drafting tiles and drafting animals to be placing on these tiles and building out these different, like, sort of geographical locations of building up mountains and rivers and wetlands and such, and trying to make the largest you can of each type, as well as complete different objectives for animal placement. Each animal is going to have different placement rules or different ways they're going to score, and that's going to vary game by game, which is going to add some replayability to the game. And you are trying to get the most amount of points. And everyone has their own personal board that they're building out. So there is no player interaction in the sense of, like, having to worry about messing your opponent up. So it's nice for new gamers because they can work on their own personal objectives without having to worry about other players trying to screw them over.
You can a little bit, though.
Just like the drafting, but you're not going to screw up their personal board.
Oh, yeah, true. You just make it sound, you're just so great at explaining games. Like, you're just, like, you make it so simple. And I have a hard time expressing myself in that aspect, and I just love that. And thank God, because if this was a video of only me, like, you're not going to get any substance, but thank God for you. That was great. You did a great job.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Awesome.
Not surprised, though.
And stay tuned for more of Randy Flynn's games. I've gotten to playtest one of them last year. It was exciting. He has another one coming out that I'm looking forward to.
What's your number 3?
All right, my number 3 is another one of my go-to introductory games, and that is going to be Minara. So
Minara.
Minara. You're not as big a fan of Minara as I am.
You have to have a steady hand.
Yeah. Okay,
now, if you have somebody with ADHD 1000
okay,
and they fidget, this is not the game for them.
I disagree.
If you fidget, you're not going to get past level 1.
It's a cooperative game, though, so everyone has to work together.
Yeah, but if you have one bad link...
That's why your opponents have to realize that, or your teammates have to realize that and be like, oh, I will help you here so that you make your turn easier. If they set you up to have a rough turn and you fail, that's not only on you, but that's on them as well. It is a cooperative stacking game that I enjoy a lot. You're placing pillars, and yes.
This is how I do in the game.
And then you place that on top like that.
Yep.
And then I place a pen on top of there, and you're...
Yep. As you can see, I have a very steady hand. Look at that.
Yeah.
No, it is a fun game if you can focus and you have a steady hand for the few seconds it lasts, because I'm pretty good at like knocking it out down. Not intentionally, just naturally.
You're the first person that I've talked to that's had a problem with that, though. Of the 100 people I've taught this game to.
I don't have a steady hand. That's why I'm not going to be a surgeon.
It's all right.
If I had to cut your gut open, it's going to look like zigzags.
It's a great game that I think everyone should try.
Oh, for sure.
Except Sharita, apparently.
I like it better than... what's that hamster roll?
Hamster roll is great. I considered that one for the list, but I went with Minara for the cooperative aspect alone.
Yeah, but the hamster roll one, you can really screw somebody over in that game.
That is fun. That makes it fun.
Yeah, it does.
I think Hamster Roll is great. Both of them, these games are European games, so getting a copy of either one of them is rather challenging. But if you can find a copy of Minara, it's $50. I do recommend picking up a copy.
Yeah, for sure. With all the tariffs, we recommend it even more, and the extra money it costs for shipping. Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you might as well just pay for a ticket to Europe and pick up a copy, because it's probably cheaper that way.
All right. That's my number 3.
My number 2 is Ticket to Ride. This is one of the first games I ever purchased, besides Monopoly, Scrabble, Hungry Hippos, Cheerios.
Yeah.
Goldfish, Old Maid. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. It's,
Cribbage.
can you tell us why it was one of your first games you bought?
Because I liked it and you taught me it.
Yeah.
And so Ticket to Ride is a really, really fun game. It actually, the one I have is of the United States, and they actually have a port for Duluth, Minnesota, which is where I'm from.
Rails and Sales.
Huh?
That's in the Rails and Sales version.
That's the one that I got.
You got the base game, didn't you?
I have the one that has Duluth in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, cool.
Yeah. And so in this game you get cards, and you get your own color of your railroad track things that you're trying to make. And you get objective cards that say, well, try to get from Duluth to Atlanta, make a track that way. And in order to make tracks, you are drafting cards, okay? You can, I don't know how many cards you can grab at once, but say you need 6 black cards to make a 6 length long road, you'll need that. And also you can screw over your opponents if there's only like one way to get to that particular city and you block it off, then they can't go there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's really fun. It's easy to teach. My wife actually loved the game. Really, really loved the game. And the funny thing is, I actually got a defect in my game. 2 of my player colors are exactly the same color. I was supposed to have a blue one and a red one, and I have 2 blue ones. But when I bought it at Collector's Connection on Tower Avenue...
We don't need to talk about the fact that they're selling us faulty games.
I was told that if I had a problem with it, to contact the manufacturer. But then the manufacturer says they don't replace pieces.
Yeah. Yeah. Ticket to Ride is a great game. Don't let that incident fool you.
No, it's really fun, honestly.
Really
like,
fun game.
And I was able to explain it, and I can't explain anything for jack crap.
Yeah. And it plays up to 5 players. It plays at 2. 2 can get a little cutthroat at times, especially if people are playing, are having similar routes that they're trying to build. But it's a fun game, and it's easy to teach, and
Is this the one, if you don't build the objective, then you get negative those points?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, don't grab objective cards if you can't complete them, because they're going to be, if it's 10 points, it's going to be negative 10 if you don't get it.
All right.
Sort of like that game.
All right. So my number 2 is actually a game that I play a ton with new gamers and a ton with non-gamers. I've had a ton of success with, except for it is not a cheap game to play.
What's the list?
So my number 2 is Crokinole.
Oh my god, that's so expensive.
Crokinole boards are expensive. I do recommend everyone try it. I don't recommend everyone buy a copy, but everyone should try Crokinole. It's a great game for new gamers. It's very easy. You're flicking these little buttons, circular buttons, and trying to get it into the center hole.
It's like curling, essentially.
Yeah. You're trying to knock your opponent's pieces off. You're trying to get them into your own in the center hole to score points. And it's a very competitive game that's very easy to play, but hard to master.
And really expensive. Like, Ben walked over a mile with his boards that cost $3 a piece, and he had like 3 of them. One of them's made out of like, looks like almost like marble or granite or whatnot. Walking down the road because this particular shop picked out games that they wanted him to teach. And it kind of made me mad because it's like, why would you choose the most expensive games, especially if you're not providing the game itself, okay? He easily was walking down the town with $1,000 worth of Crokinole stuff. Now, you can get a board, roughly, if it's probably Black Friday, $180, but then you got to get the sand beads, the pieces, the cover, etc.
The fact that I have $1,000 worth of Crokinole stuff just says a lot about how good the game is.
Yeah, it's really fun. He used to do tournaments, but on Thursdays, but that kind of died down. But hopefully we can get that started back up.
Yeah, it's winter's here, so hopefully we'll have more Crokinole. But yeah, it's a fun game for sure.
Yep, that's a good one. All right, is my
number 1.
Number 1 is Potion Explosion. I got my degree in chemistry, and so this game is about making potions. But how you make these potions is by grabbing, what are they, beads?
Little balls.
Little balls. And
marbles, basically.
If you grab a marble and 2 colors touch each other, then you get those marbles as well. And you have these, they look like potions, where they have like, okay, this on this side it might be like get a black ball, this side get a yellow ball, and this side get a, I can't remember the other colors. Is it black, yellow, blue, and red? Yeah. And so in order to complete a potion, you have to have these exact colors. And then when you do that, you get a prize. Like one prize might be like you can grab an extra ball for completing that potion. And then whoever has the most potions with the most points at the end of the game wins. It's really easy. I feel like it'd be easier for me to explain it if I actually had a copy in front of me. But I currently don't. And I actually bought it off Ben for $40 the first time I played it.
I think what makes it so easy for people to get into is the fact that you have this like maze runners, a thing that you're pulling these marbles from. It's very much a toy. It has a toy factor that makes it very appealing to people. And then the strategy, light strategy of just picking up these marbles to match the potions that you're trying to complete, and them having special abilities that you can use, so it gives you immediate payoff of hard work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a fun game for sure. And that's.
What's your number 1?
So my number 1 is actually one that finally got a reprint, and it's one that I've had a bunch of success with recently playing. It's super fun. It's a very simple roll and move, and that is Magical Athlete.
I've never played that.
Yeah, so Magical Athlete is a roll and move game where you have a racetrack, and you are racing your opponents. All you're doing on your turn is you're rolling a die, and you're moving that many spaces. But every player has their own player power that's going to activate and it's going to do something different. And there's 36 different player powers in this game, and it's going to make this simple dice rolling game very chaotic and very fast paced and very fun.
How come I've never played it then?
It plays. It's a 6-player game, and we haven't had too many 6-player game days lately.
Okay, so
Magical Athlete though is really chaotic and fun. There's 2 boards. There's the there. I'll show you here. There's the mild mile, which is just
smells
what it
good.
is. And there's the wild mile, which has these extra powers and stuff. And you got all those little meeple pieces.
I like the fat baby.
The fat baby is Big Baby. I think his name is
He's something.
Big Baby.
No, this is cutesy.
Yeah, it's a very cute game. It's a Japanese cult classic that finally came back to America after years of not being available, and it is hot right now. So pick up your copy.
Hot
Off the presses.
I can't wait to play it.
Yes, it is super fun, and I will say though, you have to be willing to have a zany, fun, chaotic experience. That's why it's perfect for new gamers. It's not going to be a heavy Euro experience.
This is my board game ASMR.
Yeah, and that's Magical Athlete.
Well, thank you all for your time. Hope you had a great time watching us, and stay tuned for more videos, and take care. If there's any games you want us to review or any type of list you want us to do, just comment below, and Ben will get back to you. Well, thank you so much, and have a great rest of whatever time of day it is or night. Toodles! Zaijian!